Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Strompcast. It's a Strompcast after dark. We don't do these too often. A very eventful toss of the Portugal game today, which we're going to get into. I'm joined by the main man, just Chris today, just the two-man show. Chris, how you doing today, buddy? You're on mute, big guy. There you go.
Instantly starting on mute. What the fuck?
Hate to see.
After
You can tell
dark.
it's out. You can tell it's after dark.
After dark show, two-man show. Pretty easy game with little controversy today.
Not
Pretty
one
easy
controversy
game at the weekend. So yeah, we'll get into this. Casual. It was casual up until about like 3 p.m. Eastern time.
It was
Then
casual up until the last like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, now it's out of control probably. We're in like hour 2 of what will be a 3-week saga. So buckle up.
We got our news cycle for Christmas. Buckle up, gang. It's always us too. Fucking brutal. Follow Sam here. Sam couldn't join us today, obviously. Follow Danny here as well. Follow me. I got hacked this week, so that's my new Twitter handle. Please go and follow me. Your boy got. It's Olympus has fallen. It's been a rough one. So please go follow the new handle. The old one is reported and suspended for fraud. I got hacked by the crypto bros. The crypto bros finally, they heard me talking shit, and they finally came and I got by them. So let that be a lesson to you. Most importantly, follow all things Alvalade on Twitter/X. And we will get into the Taça Portugal game in just a second here, if I can remember how to share my screen. Jeez Louise, it's been a minute here. Here we go. Sporting Santa Clara. Lineups were as follows. Sporting started with João Virginia in goal. Defense of Mateus Reis, Consuelo Inácio, Eduardo Quaresma, and Ivan Fresneda. Midfield of João Simões, Martin Humeland. And then as well, front attackers of Araujo, Trincao, Alisson, and Suarez. This was a 3-2 win in extra time. And I'm going to let you take it away, Chris. You go right on ahead.
Well, like up until the there's the before the 85th minute, and then there's the after the 85th minute. So before the 85th minute, it's always a tough game to go here and play these guys.
They've our last several trips against these guys. The last one especially was mired in controversy.
Even when they don't have the best team that they've had in the recent years, it's still always tough. And yes, we did have a tough time here like a month ago. So there's that as well. So I was, it's a slightly rotated lineup. It's a frustrating game from some people. It's an okay game from others, but it does feel like it is quote unquote enough. They are pretty content to park the bus, play 5 at the back, sub in defenders. They got their goal on, a nice piece of skill, slightly shitty defending for Mateus Reis, a nice finish.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we had these slightly romantic fantasies about how good of a backup keeper we might have with João Virginia, and if he's in there, we're basically in safe hands.
We're okay.
And here's the thing, I still think he's probably better than Israel, or at least equal. But
yeah, he's not a down.
He
just
never does us any favors, man. He never does us.
He did us favors that one.
He did us favors in like 1.5 games.
That was it.
And at this point, that was probably like 3 months ago. And on this first goal, I mean, if you look at his positioning,
it's off.
It's not fantastic. It's a nice shot into the corner, but because of his positioning, he just never has a chance. And they probably had 3 actual shots on the net.
Yeah.
And one of them was that. And he wasn't really challenged other times. It did feel like sometimes they could break with some danger. And I think at the beginning of the second half, they had a chance. They had like a header as well that didn't end up being that good. And then obviously they had a chance in stoppage time that I don't even know if Virginia touched, if it's getting the crossbar, or what was good with that. But I mean, it's just he's kind of helpless, obviously, on the second goal. But
Yeah.
it's just so fucking frustrating to concede 2 goals in a game where the other team has like 5 shots.
It's the classic, it's the Celtic Barcelona FIFA stat game where it's like they had like 20% of possession, but they win.
Yeah,
Like that's what it felt like at times.
That being said, I did think that we did do enough. This was a classic inefficient Suarez game.
Yeah.
Dude,
I would agree with that.
Oh man, sometimes it's brilliant to watch, but sometimes it is honestly like painful. And today it was a little painful. There's one moment in particular, a cross comes in, he's kind of free, and he just completely whiffs the header. I don't even know
he just misses completely. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, that has happened several times. Sure, he's banging him in. He's banging him in at a decent clip. He's converting his pens. But man, he does waste a lot of chances.
He leaves a lot of chances.
In some games when he shoots, you're like, this is going in. He's on it today. He's going in. But it quickly became clear he wasn't on it today. And every time he was shot, I was like, it's almost certainly not going in. But that being said, he did step up in a critical moment. I mean, in the NFL, we talk about like icing the kicker.
Yeah.
Like before field goals. I mean, that's like getting iced 16 times, right? I mean,
yeah.
After all that, he does that shit. He looks at it. He finally calls it. You still have to step up and put it away.
You still have to go and make the point,
which isn't a given. And
yeah,
he did what he needed to do. But it does need to be said that he does leave a lot of chances on the table. Allison officially bench option.
Yeah, I think he's good bench option.
There was
not
like
the starter.
Several moments of almost magic. He's had a worse starter too. Like this one was a little bit better. It wasn't like the worst. It was just okay, but we know the level that he can be at, and it was definitely a bit frustrating as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. He gives me Jovan vibes where I really liked Jovan, but I think Jovan was always better as the super sub rather than shoehorn him in as a starter.
He's even more electric off.
I think he's a bit more. I think he's actually a bit
bench
more
options we've had ever.
And I think he's actually, even since I've compared to Jovan, I think he's got a little bit more finesse than Jovan. But yeah, I think, like you said, he's probably one of the better bench options we've had in a while. He's certainly one of the more exciting ones when he does come on.
But you know, with Kenda hurt now, Jenny on vacation.
Well, not on vacation, but you know, I wouldn't call it vacation. He's working, but he's not.
He's on a work trip.
He's on a volunteer. He's on a volunteer retreat.
He might start a couple more times in the upcoming games.
He probably will. So, I wouldn't be surprised because, like, what do you do? What do you do up on that wing?
I'm hoping we can see a little bit better, but yeah.
Well, because who else would realistically start up on that in that wing right now? Like, who's there?
You could put Maxi there, who just plays every position now.
We should throw Maxi up there because, like, Nuno Sanchez
was playing right mid today.
Well, because like Nuno Sanchez isn't back, so if Nuno Sanchez was back, I could see you throwing Maxi on that wing and then Nuno Sanchez where Maxi was today. But like, yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know about that, you know. I don't have a whole lot to add to this game. Like, it was.
We can talk about the post 85th minute world.
The post 85th minute world. Like, here's look at this. So we'll look at the game. So even for Josie Moy scores 12 minutes in. It's a brilliant goal by
beautiful
Simoes.
Goal, by the way.
It's a phenomenal goal by Joel Simoes. Great fin. He had a great game today. They equalize in the 28th minute, and it's a okay goal, but yeah, he's got to do better. Suarez yellow card, Gabriel Silva yellow card, bunch of subs, another yellow card, nothing really crazy. They take the lead, 86th minute, and it's like, oh boy. Fresneda gets the yellow.
I don't know what he gets a yellow for.
I don't know what the yellow was for. I still don't know.
The
what
red
yellow
card
for.
is
a bit dubious. It's dubious. Let's not dance around it. We're not going to be
understand this
biased.
correctly, Fresneda like gets like hit, flops down. The dude gets a red card for the hit or whatever, but then he gets a yellow for being hit. I don't know.
He gets a yellow for exist. I don't know what the yellow was.
He seemed confused when he got up. He's like, "What am I getting yellow for?"
It should have.
I don't know what he got a yellow for.
It should have just been double yellow for both you being shitheads, and that's it.
Double yellow, the cowardly decision.
The cowardly decision would have been double, but the cowardly decision was probably
he went red though. He went red, which didn't come into play. I would say later on.
It came into play like moments later. So we get the subs, and then 90th plus 16 is when they score. It took them so long to even want to think about reviewing this.
He gave 6 minutes of added time.
He gave 6 minutes of added time. They played
and
20
from
minutes.
About the 91st to the 100th, he basically just stood there.
They waited. They waited.
I was not sure if there was a communication issue.
I feel like at that point, as a ref, if you're having a communication issue with VAR,
and then at certain points they start flashing the side angle.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, they're looking at the offsides now.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what was going on.
Very, very tight. And I mean, I haven't seen the screen grab yet of the.
I haven't seen.
If they released the lines of that, but it looked very tight.
But
if you're looking at offsides, then it means you've determined, I guess, that it is a pen, right?
Yeah.
So then they call him over and he's looking at it a lot. He's like zooming in on the face.
Like,
I think he gets fish hooked, bro. I think his finger.
You think he gets one of those?
I think his finger enters his mouth.
Damn, that's some kinky stuff.
If I'm being honest, which may be a never before seen one.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
The president may have been said today that if you fish hook someone in the mouth with your finger,
you gotta get her.
It's a pen. It's a pen. It's a pen. Any mouth touch or insertation.
Any insertion of any body part in the mouth is an automatic penalty.
And then here's the other thing about the whole incident. Offsides accounted for.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, right? He's onside. We're agreeing that insertion
is illegal. Mouth, in and around in and around the mouth.
And now may I add an additional factor? Please. Is the ball just going over his head? And
is it just going away anyway?
I don't think he was going to be able to head it. Like, I think it was.
I mean, if he suddenly spread it like 10 feet tall, maybe.
Yeah, I don't. So it's like, I kind of hate off the ball fouls on set pieces, you know, when they do it on corners and they call a pen because someone's like wrestling and it's like on the other side of the box. Oh man, it's so to
recap,
I can't even believe it actually.
So to recap, we have potential offside, but probably not.
Mm-hmm.
We have finger in and around the mouth area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have really it's just off the ball anyways because he's probably not getting there.
Mm-hmm.
We then have we don't know if we want to go to review this or we have a communication issue.
It didn't look for sure like he was going to review it, and then they show Humeland, and Humeland's does
yelling
this,
at him like, you need to look at it.
We need to talk about this because Humeland is low-key out of control with his confidence now to talk to the refs, and I guess it's a good thing, you know. I'm not mad about it per se. Like,
I think
he's a good captain. I think he's a good captain.
You're expected to speak up in those situations, regardless.
And
but yeah,
he's really grown. He lobbies the referee more than any other captain that I've ever seen us have. Bruno came close.
Was up there, I would say.
I think that Humeland literally does it more, and
he might.
If you remember, a couple weeks ago, Mourinho was like saying that Humeland was untouchable and that Humeland kind of runs the show and says whatever he wants to the ref. Yeah. And it's like,
it's not.
He does kind of run this shit, and it's crazy to think we came from a place that he used to just get in trouble instantly for talking to the ref and getting yellow
all the time.
Dissent yellows 24/7. Now he's got clout. We've talked about it before. Like
he's got some sauce.
He's got clout. He's got the armband, which he didn't always have. He had it pretty quickly, but even once he had it, he still didn't have the clout. You have to just say whatever he wants. But it really looked like he was like, because he was like walking back slowly. He's like, "You're gonna go and look at this. You're gonna go and look at this."
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like is standing there looking at it, and there's like the VAR logo, in the bottom corner, and I'm like,
the trademark VAR logo.
Wow, they're actually reviewing it, and I'm like, okay, it's just.
And then it took them approximately an eternity.
And then we'll never know until there's articles tomorrow saying like there was a communication error or whatever the explanation is, because
something
it genuinely
happened.
Is unacceptable that occurred.
They took approximately one eternity to even think about reviewing it, and then they took another eternity to review it. So they took 2 eternities to try to get a VAR review done, which is unacceptable in any circumstance. Unless you have a power outage at the stadium, that is or someone dies mid-game.
It was so bizarre.
You cannot have that happening.
And at that point, if I'm the ref after like 6 minutes of the weirdness, I'm like, I'm just gonna head to the monitor, right?
If my
why am I going to stand here for another 5 minutes?
If I'm having trouble communicating with the booth or whatever may or may not have happened, I'm just saying, you know what? Call an audible. Let's go to the booth and figure it out. They're going to see you going to the booth on camera, so they're going to pull it up anyways. And you have the 4th official there who you would communicate with.
He just
like you gotta be able to think on your feet and call.
Yeah, what did you think of Ref Cam? Also, that
was weird. It was very Sidemen charity match-esque. That's the only way I could think of. It reminded me of Sidemen.
There's this moment when a Santa Clara player is like laying on the ground injured, and he's like looking over him, and they switch to Ref Cam, and it's just like POV, a dead body.
Yeah, it was very.
And then they're showing the penalty incident. He like has his hands out. Everyone's like, there's one moment where Allison's like, "Whoa." And he's like right in his face.
It reminded me of when, and they only did this for a bit when the NHL experimented with like head cams on the refs.
Yeah, it's like
so like Portugal. You would see like, you'd see like they did it for like Rogers when they got the NHL rights here in Canada. Tried a lot of stuff for approximately 1 season, and that was what they did. Was the ref cam the same thing? And it was weird then, and it was weird now.
This is cutting edge tech of 2016. You know, like
that's exactly when they did, and it was like 2015 or 2016.
They're dropping this now. You know, it's like
this is 10 years old.
Yeah,
it's been done and proven it doesn't work.
Portugal in that sense.
Like it's been done by the NHL, and
I don't know if
we don't need this cam.
I don't know if Ref Cam's here to stay, but
I hope not.
It was pretty funny sometimes.
It gave us some good memes,
and a lot of times it was also really stupid. So there's that too.
100%. It was absolutely atrocious. I don't know what the ref cam was for. I remember when the NHL tried it, and it was like, great, you get to see what he sees when he decides I'm not going to drop the puck, kick you out of the face-off. That's what this felt like. It felt kind of pointless, and they did that approximately 10 or so years ago. So yeah, this is at least a 10-year-old concept that died a death. But they were like, nope, we're gonna Frankenstein.
Maybe it'll work here.
Portugal. Maybe it'll work here. Doubt it, but we'll try it. It was not.
And then, after the 15-minute review, we get.
You know what? Hang on a second. This comments made Wi-Fi was down. Why did we not think with our cutting edge technology to pull out an iPhone like we did a couple years ago?
I work with a lot of Azorians, and they love just shitting on the stadium in San Miguel. Like, they say it's such a piece of shit.
So bad. It looks bad on TV.
And
now.
Dude,
like, it didn't used to look this bad.
Full. Even when the Grands come, it is a little sad.
It just hasn't been like, and every year I see the same thing of like, well, we're maybe gonna update it, but like they don't, and I'm like, it's gotten bad. Like when they first came back to Primera, it actually didn't look like too rough. Now they have like whole sections of seats that are just empty. Like there's not even seats there. It's just the stair, like concrete.
Yeah.
Like it looks it's
slab area.
Yeah, it looks its age now. But yeah, that comment just made me think, oh, the Wi-Fi was down. Why didn't someone pull out a cell phone like they did a couple years ago in
Yeah,
Portugal?
that would have worked. Just
That
like
would have
just talk to
worked.
him on the cell
You're
phone.
like, yo, Pop, you telling me no one had data? No one had a
Maybe
barter?
there's no service there. I don't
San
know.
Miguel, maybe.
I don't know
San Miguel,
how
it's
I don't
actually
know how
not far
remote
fetched.
of a part of town the stadium's in, you know.
It's Punta Delgada, right?
If it's
So it's
like
got to
more in the
be
if it's like more in the outskirts, there might be like worse service out
maybe.
there.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know,
that was tragic.
after we got the pen scored, went to stoppage time, I was like, well, you know, I suppose we bought the game, so
This was the
we
first time
certainly can't
in a
lose the
while.
game, right? We can't lose a game that we bought. They wouldn't have just done all that for us.
I mean, that would be very Sporting though. We would be the ones to lose a game that we
Even
can't
if
even
it's
cheat well.
even if it somehow goes to pens, we
We
can't
can't
lose.
lose, right? Like
It's a win, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna win in extra time now. We're playing against 10. The game is bought. Surely we're about to win. And we did.
It would be the most Sporting thing ever to buy the ref and still lose, though. Like that would be the most like we can't like. Could you imagine like what our rivals would say? They'd be like, "You fuckers can't even cheat, right? You idiots!" Like we would get clowned for eternity for that. I've never felt like we bought a game like until today. The only other time I felt like it was you mentioned it with that Tondela game a few years ago where they just kept adding time on.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite games of all time.
That's I always forget about
Probably
that game.
2017-18 season, I think. Away at Tondela.
It was an away game around that period, yeah.
Quad scored, yeah, 99th minute goal, amazing.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Felt rigged. felt like
felt rigged then.
Felt like
felt
we were just playing
now.
until we scored.
Yes.
And today felt like find a way to tie the game somehow.
Just try to tie it and hope at that point. It was something. It was
but
something.
Yeah, it'll obviously there's gonna be insane fallout from this in the coming days. We're honest. We've seen some of it, right? Comunicado FC.
This is the first
dropped
first
one.
day.
I'm sure
they had that one in the draft.
I'm sure there'll be a video montage coming soon from tomorrow from our other rivals.
Fire Instagram reel and TikTok coming soon.
Flip Edit FC.
From Sport Lisboa Comunicado.
They already dropped their pre-made one, so that one wasn't impressive.
Yeah.
And
they need to start dropping like sick bass drops with these edits. Like they gotta start adding like effects. They gotta have the clip on top and then like tempo run or like
the dark
on the
music. Bottom. Oh yeah.
What is it? Tempo run or whatever on or Subway Surfers.
Yeah.
You have Subway Surfers on the bottom half and then the clip on the top half. Like I would actually respect that more if they started taking the piss out of it and doing that.
It's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad. But we advanced to the quarterfinals of the Taça de Portugal, and we will be defending our trophy in the next round. Mind you, a final in which we also won by buying the ref.
This was the greatest ref performance in a sporting game since Luis Coutinho in the Taça de Portugal final a few months in May.
When Ronaldo Sanchez decided to run over the back of Gyökeres' leg for some reason.
by like a hair too.
And then an international
war criminal
occurred.
That was that did not help the case, and this game did not help.
And also, not to mention, every time Sporting goes to Azores to play,
something happens now.
It was first the Phantom Corner. Now the Phantom
twice in like what, a month and a half, a month?
Yeah, I don't think we have to go back there again. So we should be good until next season.
Yeah, we don't go back there again. We have them for a home game
place is
later in the year. Man. Every island game, no matter who of the big three plays, whether it's Sporting Benfica, and if they play like the Santa Clara or one of the like Madeira teams, 9 out of 10 times something ridiculous happens. I feel like something just nonsensical occurs on these island games. It's so fun. It's the funniest thing. Like
there was an Al Nassr game earlier this season where they got like 103rd minute penalty for like kind of nothing. And it kind of reminded me of that.
The game was big Al Nasser vibe. If you had an Al Nasser reference on the bingo card today, take a drink. This is good. I mean, understand like this game's gonna be talked about for at least a week or so. Like, there's not much else going on before Christmas. Like, there's no Champions League, no League Cup. There's no derbies coming up. Like, this is gonna be the big kind of headline for a week or two.
Honestly, like, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's not like there was much. I feel like there's even less opposition in the realm of presidential politics at the club than there was the last go around. But I mean, if he was smart, he could really consolidate. Around some of this stuff, and like be seen as like defending the club from all the attacks.
Do we think he's that smart? He might be.
I think his hand's gonna be forced more than anything, because he's just gonna be raining in from all sides. He's gonna have to do an interview.
He doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't have to really do anything, because like, who's gonna step up to him right now? Like,
no.
Like, who's the? We'll get into this in more detail. Like, who's there? Like, who realistically is there right now?
But like he can. I don't know. It's definitely, I feel like, an opportunity for him to
make a point.
To maybe become more of a figure like that.
Maybe. It's worth a conversation. It's something to keep an eye on. Like we said, this is going to go on for at least a week or two, at minimum.
I think it's going to go on for a month or two.
Actually. You think a month?
And I think that they're going to be looking for other incidents to pile onto this narrative now that's established. But I don't think the narrative's going to go away. Maybe they'll
the narrative's always going to be there, because there's too many ignorant fans in Portugal that will buy the narrative.
Free pen from buying the game is that one might stick, I'll be honest.
That one will probably stick. It'll probably stick. A game we didn't buy, or at least I'm pretty sure we didn't buy it. If we bought this game, we really probably didn't need to. Was the game at the weekend, a 6-0 massacre of Chaves. This was a close game till it started. My favorite expression. Lineup was as follows: Rui Silva in goal. Defensive line of Vaginidis, Diomande, Inacio, and Ricardo Mangas. Midfield of Koch, Trincao, and Morita. And then forward line of Jenny, Suarez, and Arujo. All three of the forward line getting a brace in this game. Substitutes were Simões, Alisson, Eduardo Quaresma, Fortes, and Mateus Reis. Chris, I'll let you take it away. This was
this is who we play in the Taça, I believe.
This is who we play in the Taça as well? How?
Who upset Guimarães today.
No way. You're kidding. You're joking. There's no way.
Or yesterday, or today, or yesterday.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, they were
shot.
Fucking terrible in this game.
Terrible. They might as well have not shown up. They could have put out the YMCA. They could have put out my friggin'
they beat
7-a-side team. We would have put more effort.
Yeah, this was a really good one for us, I thought.
Helped the goal difference. It was a great stats game.
One of the more convincing ones in a while, I thought. The 5-minute blast there in the first half where we scored 3 goals.
Oh, it was
ridiculous. That was just it. That ended the game, I would say.
That was like a dream pro club start. Like, everybody on the front just scores a goal, and the other team, if this was pro clubs, the other team would have rage quit and taken the loss. They wouldn't have finished the game.
Yeah, it's obviously, it was a quieter, more frustrating Trincão game today. Yeah. This one was one where he's just kind of weaving, and it seems like no one can really stop him. Jenny, it was a good going away gift for Jenny, because it was a good Jenny game where he's also like drifting through people, being dangerous, putting crosses in, banger shots from outside the box. That's the fire version of Jenny that we get
Yeah, this was the good. That's what we got. Good Jenny on this game.
So yeah, I'm glad
we
we
don't
got
always
to
get
see.
that.
You don't get it always. I'm glad we got it in this game one
Yeah.
more time before he's gone for like a month, maybe 3 weeks.
About a month, give or take. I think a week.
Depends how far they go. Mozambique. It was really relaxing. This one was chill vibes. After the blast, I felt really good, but I felt really good before that because we were just owning them, man.
They couldn't get past half.
No, they couldn't do anything. They
couldn't
literally
do a
couldn't do
thing.
anything. And then once you kind of cut your losses at a certain point, it's like we're not.
They're just like, let's just hold on.
Yeah, we're this is 0 points. We came into it knowing that it was probably going to be 0 points. Maybe if we got one, it's like it's factored in, to the calculus of the
scheduled loss.
It's a scheduled loss slightly. We give it a go. Didn't work out. Okay, we go again next week. Type shit.
That's my favorite expression about scheduled loss. Like, you're probably losing this game. Let's just get it over with, kind of thing.
Wasn't to be today. We will be back next week, or we'll be back in midweek in the cup.
Yeah.
For a fantastic upset.
Crazy upset.
Kind of happened a couple times this season at Alvalade where it feels like teams just kind of take the L, I suppose. There's like a doldrum in the second half. Not really much to add.
What do you do? Yeah. Like, what else can you say at that point?
Yeah, I don't really have much on this one other than
it's a 6-0 win. Like, what else do you analyze? Like, you talk individually, like the 3 forwards all scoring 2 goals apiece. Like Moxie getting 2 goals in score sheet. Really good Suarez game, like you already alluded to. Really good Jenny game. Rare Vaginidi start, and he gets 2 assists. Koch having a really good game, getting an assist even. Like, the only kind of, I guess, downside to this game was our GOAT Mangush didn't look phenomenal. He looked just average.
Tough Mangush game.
Tough Mangush game. Oh wow.
I will note that he was subbed on today, and we immediately got the tying incident to occur. So,
so what you're saying is Ricardo Mangush is the key to all.
There was a related incident. He did have what I thought was a goal right on his foot, right at the beginning of extra time.
He had one.
Unmarked.
Sporting
8
Twitter
yards out. Skied it. I was ready to take my shirt off,
man. Sporting Twitter was ready to lose their collective minds.
I was ready, man.
4 seconds.
I was fucking ready.
We had the tweet and drafts on all things Alvalade. We had a banger.
I was ready, bro. But
we were ready to hit send.
We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back. I'm glad to see him get another chance so soon. So he's not in the doghouse.
Yeah,
that's good to see. And we'll be back.
We move. That's the
Mangus
motto.
Says we move.
Yeah, we move. We'll be back. I got nothing really to add. Like, this was a 6-0 rubbing and a half. Like, this was, like I said, close game until they blew the whistle to start. Like, it was awful. Like I forgot Ruben Semedo even existed. I forgot Gustavo Ansel, who I thought was going to be the truth, was playing on this team. Shows how far he's fallen. This was a really bad OVS team or AVS or whatever they're called, because they're not the real OVS technically. It's a B-side situation. They're on pace to at least equal the record of the original OVS, which was set in a 16-team league, by the way. We'll have you note. So with 4 extra games, they might still be the worst team of all time in Portuguese First Division, modern Portuguese football. From the 60s onwards, they might be that bad with more games than any other team in history. Which
still got time to turn it around.
How many points are they at right now? I need to know.
Probably more than Wolves.
Wolves is bad too. Yeah, Wolves is historically bad too.
Wolves is
They have
2.
They have 3 points from 14 games.
Wolves is 2 from 12, I think. So
Yeah, that's so they have 3 points, and I want to look up what the standings were. The worst OVS team in history, one of the worst Portuguese teams
11
in.
points.
I think it was 11 or 12 points. I think somebody in the comments will know like what the record was for a relegation team. I'm seeing Penafiel with 15 in 2006, and that was also an 18-team league.
Never bounced back from that.
No, they never did. Penafiel with 15 is what I'm seeing. I'm just kind of going back in the Rolodex now to see who's bad. So that's kind of the benchmark. Yeah, like everybody else I'm seeing that gets relegated dead last, like even like 20 points. I'm seeing some 30 points, 17 points. So right now the barometer is like 15 points.
3.
And they might do worse than that. Like they might do worse. Yeah, every other relegation team I've gone back 20 years is all like 20-ish points. There's a few like in the teens, but they're the high teens. So yeah, they might set a record.
They got a chance to do this thing, man.
And I will say that Penafiel
they got the manager change now, though. Maybe that'll be the
and that Penafiel 18 points did come or 15 points did come in an 18-team league. That being said, they're not looking great. It's not looking good, Brad. If you're an AVS fan. That is crazy. And here is the 3 points now. Yeah, 3 points from 14 games is not a good points per game ratio. We have predictions to get into in just a second. Big week for me, actually. As soon as I can find
really tough scene ahead.
Really tough scene at the Oliveira house right
really
now.
Tough scene, man.
Let's see. So the AVS game. So you had 2 goal scorers and you had the win. So you got 3 points. Danny had a 4-0 win. He had Suarez, Fresneda, and Trincao too. So he gets 2 points for getting a goal and the win. Sam and I had monster game. I said to Sam, you predicted 7-0. If you don't get any of the scores, it'd be so funny. He had the Suarez brace. He had a Jenny goal. But that's all he got. I had the Suarez brace and a Jenny goal as well. We both get the win. So we got 4 points apiece. And then the Tossa game, as soon as I can find it.
This is where things go south.
This is where things go south because you didn't get any points. Danny got 2. Sam got 1. I actually had the exact score.
Oh my god!
But I didn't have it in extra time, and I thought about it too. If I had done it in extra time, I would have. I think we have the rule up here now.
Extra.
No, we don't have. I think we've grandfathered it in, but we need to actually put it in writing. Or if you have it in extra time or pens, it's an additional point, like in like tournament games. So I got the full point, the extra 2 bonus points. So here's what the standings are looking like right now. Me at 40. Pull it away a little bit. Sam at 34.
I'm sad, man.
Danny 32, and you're looking like you're not as bad as Ovs.
I actually have a better record than
you have a better record than Ovs. And you didn't even show up to some games. So what's that tell you?
I'm looking at relegation. I'm staring right down the barrel.
You're staring at the bottom of the barrel, brother. You got to figure it out. So that's where I'm at.
I'll be back.
Hey, it's a long season. Like this time last season, I'd already run away with it. So we go to the Guimarães. That's what we play next, Guimarães. Oh crap! Danny's got a 1-0 win for Suarez. I'll get your prediction in now, Chris. What are you thinking for the Guimarães game? When is this game actually?
Not sure. It must
Tuesday. I'm just seeing now. Tuesday. They have a Tuesday game, and then they have Sunday, the 28th against Rio Ave.
Next game is Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
1-0 win.
Also 1-0. Okay.
And I'm gonna go with a Maxi goal.
Max, interesting.
He's playing well. His transfer market
has been playing well.
Up. Manchester United's interested.
I saw that.
He's balling, man.
He's playing well. I'm gonna go 3-2. I'm going to go Suarez. I'm going to go Trincao. I don't want to copy you and say Maxi, so I won't, to be nice. I'm going to go for a cheeky own goal This is probably not the game to predict. This is probably not the game to predict that, but I'm going for it anyways.
You never know, man.
It happened, man. Your odds are better. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a cheeky own goal, and then Sam will have to get his in. And then yeah, our next game after that is just after Christmas will be against Rio Ave on the 28th.
And then
it's the new year.
Is the next game after that is the Final Four of the Allianz Cup? Is that in the beginning of January?
We're gonna find out right now. I'm pulling it up. Santa Clara 5th round today. Rio Ave. Gil Vicente on the 2nd. And then, yeah, Taça da Liga is January 6th.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So that's pretty quickly into the new year. So that's
very quick.
3 weeks right now, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hopefully we bought that cup too, right, lads?
Hey, we've lost in the final 2-3 years in a row
now?
So
we gotta do something. The payments hit this year, and
we didn't hit. Yeah, payments didn't hit for a couple years. We gotta figure it out.
We're back.
We're so back.
Varandish now, it's real, man.
Está vivo, caralho.
It's real, and you live in it.
And you live in Varandish now. That's my favorite thing is the veranda stand. That's so funny. Speaking of Verandistel, he announced his plans for to run for re-election in the next election cycle next year, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Next March.
Shit, okay,
sooner than you would think.
I guess because sooner than you would think. You're not wrong. Yeah, it's funny because I forgot about the quote entirely where he said he would only serve. He said apparently, and I don't remember this. That's how out of touch I am. That he said he'd only serve 2 terms. He served 2 terms, or he's just about to have served 2 terms come March, pending re-election. But
they all say
that, so I'm not going to hold it against him. He's running for re-election. The classic, the bait and switch. He's running for re-election, and there's nobody to.
We'll get a Nuno Souza type candidate again in the new year,
probably,
and they'll get some.
They'll get 10 to 15%, maybe 20.
That'll be it. That'll be it. Yeah, probably.
If that, and none of the international associates will be able to vote.
Nope. We just watched the Benfica election, where people were voting at Benfica houses worldwide. We saw Segunda Volta. We're gonna see none of those things.
We're getting none of that.
Nope.
People have had the audacity. Why don't you become a socio? Because of that. Because my money is not that card is not worth the money I'll be paying for a month.
And there's
I have a mortgage payment. I can't. I have a mortgage payment. Number 1. Number 2. If I could be a socio, why would I bother? Because my vote doesn't matter for shit because I don't even get a vote. So what's the point? That's all I want it for. I don't care about I can't use the game box discounts. I don't live in Portugal. I don't go there. I don't just jet to Portugal.
You could get a discount on Repsol gasoline, man.
Great. That helps me nowhere. Let me ship my Nissan Micra over to Portugal, over to Lisboa real quick. The only thing it's kind of worth it for is the Loja Verde discount, which really I might order from Loja Verde once a year, if that.
Yeah, 1 to 2 times a year.
Once a year, if that. So really not worth it for me to order from Loja Verde and pay that monthly fee. So yeah, I'm not going to become a socio for the foreseeable future. That being said, yeah, elections coming up. No one really to oppose him. Who did he? It was
Here's my thoughts on elections. Yeah, they're gonna happen.
They'll happen. They will be a
probably.
Thing. Yeah,
we will not be there.
We will not be. We will be here. We will not be there.
We will not be participating.
No,
but for various reasons.
Yeah,
Game Rich will not be participating for different reasons. But the one thing we have in common is that we will not be participating.
Yeah, we will not be participating. And really, when you think about it, our reasons are kind of the same. Because your ballot wouldn't get to you anyways, and my ballot doesn't exist. So your ballot your ballot is just
It
Schrodinger's
effectively
ballot.
doesn't exist.
Your ballot is Schrodinger's ballot. It exists, but it doesn't. My ballot just doesn't exist.
Well, obviously we'll talk more about this as things develop.
As we get closer.
Yeah, baby in like a month before or something, but
if someone comes forward, and especially if they're like some noteworthy,
we'd love to interview a nobody on this podcast.
I hope.
I mean, we'd love to interview somebody on this podcast. You're welcome. He's always been welcome to come on our show.
He won't, and it's a shame because I actually think he seems like a decent dude.
A former president and a presidential candidate have come on the show, so I mean, it's not the crazy.
We had a former director of communications. We had a former backup goalie.
Would it be the craziest thing in the world, right?
Yeah.
But
I think one, I don't know that his English would be that great to come on the show. Let's
go with that as the reason.
Which if so, like I would totally understand. I think like we're kind of known. Like I'm not trying to pump our tires. We're a little known in Portuguese speaking circles, and we're not well liked because we have varying opinions on things. And I think they know about us pretty well.
They know enough about us to tell some of their athletes not come on our podcast. So there's that.
Yeah, there is that. So that wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, but like I said,
if any potential presidential candidate sees
this,
you're
open
invite. I'm waiting for the Luis Figo presidential rumors to kick up again.
Oh my God. I think
it's always Luis Figo and João Benedito every fucking election.
I'm locked in. I think Figo's locked in on
to the federation.
Now, yeah, like FIFA or UEFA.
Didn't he run to be the federation president and lost or pull out or something?
He pulled out because he didn't have enough support. It was like an exploratory candidate, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, it was like I'm putting a feeler out there.
And then it didn't feel that great. So.
It didn't feel good, so you're like, get out of here quick.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something didn't feel right. You did that with FIFA too. I remember the really infamous FIFA election where Blatter got elected and then booted after 4 days. He was gonna like he announced like this big candidacy and then pulled out like a day before or something ridiculous.
Just
me that remembers that.
I love shitting on Figu and just like his various like idiotic. He always has like these public outbursts and these like social media.
He doesn't help himself.
Yeah, nah. I love shitting on him. It's here's the thing: if you shit on him, bro, there's a non-zero chance he's gonna fucking respond.
He's gonna see it. There's a chance.
My hope is one day he responds.
My thing is, and here's the thing: Luis Figo, like when I started, was probably my favorite player. Like he was such a fun player to watch. But God, he thinks he's the hero in every story. He is just so unlikable off the pitch. And I'm sorry to hear because he was like my hero as a kid, man. It sucks. Like, don't meet your heroes. I know all never will, but yeah.
There's always the iconic clapping after Inter Milan scored pretty enthusiastically from the bench.
In an exhibition game.
Yeah, bro was like a little too excited about that. So yeah, I don't want Luis Figo to ever be president of my club.
No, never.
And I will do what little I can if he ever tries to seek that role to
make sure to do what he can to prevent
while he tries to do that.
I just implore anybody. We've said it on the show before. Please go and watch the Netflix documentary. It is one of the funniest things. I had to pause because I was laughing like multiple times because I'm like, this guy he is so full of shit. His asshole is jealous of what's coming out of his mouth. He is such a bold-faced liar. And then Paulo Futre comes out of nowhere, and he's a bold-faced liar too in this documentary. And I'm like, did you think you were gonna come out of this Netflix doc coming at like as the hero? Because nothing that you've done is they've gone over. You signed with 2 Italian teams behind Sporting's back at the same time, which got you banned from Italian football. You forced a move to Barcelona. You became the hero at Barcelona, and then you sign this idiotic clause with Real Madrid where if Perez gets elected, you have to go there. And then he's like, I didn't sign a clause. I'm like, well, the fucking contract, the paperwork says you signed the clause, so something's
Wasn't me,
amiss here.
bro.
Wasn't me. That was Fuis Lego, his evil twin. Like, he thought he was gonna come out of that documentary looking like the fucking hero, and he came out looking like anything but. And it is the funniest thing imaginable. I cannot recommend that enough. It is. If you love comedy, watch that documentary. It's so good.
All Futra is also a great character.
That's what I'm saying. Paulo Futra is so funny in that doc too, because he just comes out. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? What do you have to do with this? And then I realized he was Figo's hero and like sort of his second agent. And I'm like, that makes sense. Now it's starting to add up. Good Lord. It is just a nightmare. Other news. We have Modalidades news to cover before we wrap up. The women have a dare to be this week, correct?
At Alvalade.
Alvalade. I'm wondering what the turnout's going to be for that.
We kind of need a result, man. I mean,
there's no kind of. They need a result.
They need a result.
They need the result.
This is a big opportunity to get some points back on them.
Yeah.
Close the gap. So, yeah, a result would be really nice. And on the contrary, a not result, maybe kiss the title goodbye again, you know?
What are we doing with I saw an article this week about some of the fans and stuff saying, like, what are we doing with our women's team? Like, it feels like we've gone nothing but backwards in the last few years. And I think that's kind of true in a lot of respects. Like,
out of the cup.
Like, they just looks like lost.
Still going in
Europe.
Going in the
Europa Cup.
The Europa Cup.
Still going. But yeah,
like this rare bright spot in like the last 2 years, honestly.
Yeah. Like they just look so lost, and like I don't know what they're doing. It just seems like, what are we doing here? It almost feels like the board as a whole is just disinterested.
Yeah.
In this modalidad, which is a shame because it's probably the modalidad that outside of futsal has the potential to be like an actual moneymaker.
It has history too.
And it has history. Like, it just feels like lack of want to capitalize on it. Like,
some of the higher earning players are not even getting that much burn these days.
Well, and the ones that did get burned, like, are let go very unceremoniously.
And also some of these higher earning older players are just not even at the level of performance that they were years ago. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just like I don't really know what the direction the team is even theoretically heading. Yeah. The only benefit is it has given opportunity to a lot of good young players who otherwise perhaps wouldn't have gotten as many opportunities. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's really the only positive I could say about the whole direction of that, I would say.
I think that's they've only done it because it's cheaper to do so as well. Like, they're trying to. It feels like at time. It feels like they're
cheaper, but it's not that much cheaper, dude.
It feels like they're trying to run this as cheaply as possible, but they're not doing a good job at doing that even. So you just get this hodgepodge of players.
Yeah.
No disrespect to any of the players. Like, I've had the time to actually watch a few of the women's games, and it's just like from a few years ago, even like the level just does not seem there, and it's kind of sad. Like, Benfica came up through the divisions and immediately was like, we're just gonna win like every trophy from now till the end of time. And Sporting kind of just like, okay,
we're gonna get a strong Porto team next year as well. I mean,
Porto's gonna shit stomp us next year probably.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, they're gonna have to make a decision about what they're doing there.
I really hope they don't fold the team. Like, I would feel
they would. I don't think they'll fold the team. I don't know.
You know, I think they would. I think they would. I wouldn't put it past them. The way they folded like some of the other modalities in recent years, like very unceremoniously, it would shock me. As horrible as that is to say,
feels like too important of a modalidad, but maybe they would.
They shut down beach soccer when they were national champions.
It feels like they have two. I guess there's not as much invested in the youth women's as there is in the youth men's, but
for sure. I feel like if you're trying,
that's why I feel like it would be tougher to end it because there's more investment in the youth angle of it.
Yeah, I feel like if you're looking to axe modalidades,
right? The youth beach soccer is not really even a thing. Yeah. So
I feel like if you're gonna axe modalidades, like axe the ones that like I've never even heard of. You know, but don't axe like the women's futsal or women's roller hockey.
So little though, bro. It's so pointless to get rid of some of them. Like the paintball.
Like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? We have a paintball. Why?
Because it's sick, dude.
apparently.
Chess.
Actually, shout out to Nuno Gabriel, who has a paintball, who managed to snag a Sporting paintball jersey.
Yeah.
Years ago, I remember that. Like,
Respect.
that was fucking crazy. It was fucking. You know, you should actually not be a socio. Yeah, I absolutely will not be a socio. I'm seeing all of Alf's comments now. Thank you, Alf. I'm glad Alf sees this. The perks are just that. No, you're right. I agree with that, Alf. He signed for 2 Italian clubs. Oh, this is the Figo stuff now. That's exactly sport. I see. But still, Figo's a ball licker till the day he dies. Yeah, that's just the thing. Any other modalidade news? We have the women's derby this week.
Handball still hasn't lost in the league.
Still undefeated in the league. Yeah. We have a big basketball game with Pat Beverly coming up.
No, that already happened. We lost.
We lost? Well, they had Pat Beverly, so what did we expect?
He was in the house. But I don't think he played, bro.
No, I didn't watch the game.
That was the second phase of the FIBA Europe Cup group stage. It's like the second group stage.
Oh, it's like the really old when they rebranded UCL, where it's like 2 group stages.
And now we're 0-2. So
that's not
looking great, man. To start that out. But last week, handball won in Europe. So I mean, handball's gonna go through. They're not gonna.
They're always good to get like a couple rounds.
They're not gonna get top 2, but they will finish like 4th probably, which will be.
Handball's all like in Europe is always good to get like a couple rounds deep at least.
Yeah, they've been on a great run the last like couple years.
Yeah.
Their league record's ridiculous. It's ridiculous this year. They're constantly winning league games every single week by like 20 goals.
Yeah, it's not close.
Balling. Futsal won, but
I don't recall the futsal
scores,
actually.
The magical start that Leões Point Salvo had, where they were in first and then second. Yeah, now they're like 10 points off. It's over. The Sporting's like 5 points behind Benfica.
It's the league phase though. They do the
and then the gap from to third is distant. So
yeah, and it's the league phase anyway. They still do the playoffs. Phase. So like
that's how that's going.
Yeah, like it's like regular. It's like any North American sport. Like your regular season really doesn't matter that much. If you're a playoff team, like you're basically let's just get the playoffs and then go from there. Which they'll do as they always do. So we'll see what happens.
6 points, not 5. Yeah, we lost twice. We lost to Electrico.
We did lose. Yeah, we did lose again to Electrico.
So that is what it is, right? We know it's gonna happen. We're gonna play them in the playoffs most likely.
Yeah.
Hockey won twice since the last pod.
Yes.
Trying to think anything else. No, I don't think so.
No, we've kind of covered all the league dodge. Is there any other news and notes that we're missing? Other than causes from the game today.
The fallout, which is still.
It's like we
can't wait till tomorrow, bro. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I don't know if we might do a show next week after the Guimarães game. We'll see.
Tuesday, yeah, or Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the dates, because it is Christmas holidays at that point, so we'll have to hope. But yeah, the fallout from today's game is gonna go for at least a couple weeks. So we'll probably come back after Christmas break still talking about it. I'm sure more will have come out. I can't wait to watch I don't have Sam TV. Well, I have Sam TV on my friend's Fire Stick. My dad has it on his cable, but so I haven't been able to, when I go upstairs, I'm not living at home anymore, obviously, to go upstairs oh, what are they talking about today? What's the headlines? I haven't seen a good Sam TV headline in a week or so.
You're missing out, man.
I'm experiencing almost like withdrawals, because say what you want about Sam TV, those headline writers and the Chiron writers, they don't get paid enough. They're on point. They will shoehorn puns like you would not believe. It is a work of art at times. It is phenomenal work. But that is probably it for us today. Make sure you follow my good pal Chris here on X. Make sure you follow Danny as well. Please follow Sam. Follow my new account as well. That is the new Twitter. Please give a follow. The old one got hacked. Most importantly, follow all things Alvalade, AT Alvalade, for updates when we go live.
Watch where you
News
put
and
your
notes.
fingers over the next couple days.
Watch
You want to keep
and watch
those
where
out
you
of other
put your
people's
fingers.
mouths.
Yeah. No anything in and around people's mouths if you catch our drift.
Yeah, just be careful. Be careful out there, guys.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
It's they're calling it these days. So
they're calling it. They're not
they're
not letting that malarkey slide on the pitch. But thank you all for watching. We will see you, if not next week, we'll see you certainly right after the holidays. Thank you very much.